going on, you guys? Like, you guys to another one take review. It's your boy Big Dog back with a review for the Peanut Butter Falcon, a film I've been waiting to see for quite some time. Finally got a chance to catch it. It stars Shia Labeouf, Zach Gottsagen, and Dakota Johnson. It's basically about a kid who has Down syndrome, who lives in a nursing home, who runs away in order to go to this pro wrestling school because he's a fan of pro wrestling. He's a fan of this guy. He wants to become a pro wrestler. He wants to meet him, and he meets Shia LaBeouf, who's a person who's on the run right now. Not necessarily in the same manner. Shia LaBeouf has like been going through dealing with his own little issues, and they meet each other, and so they go on this journey together. Dakota Johnson plays Eleanor, who is the person who works at the nursing home who's looking out for Zach. You know, and it's also the crazy thing, his name in the movie is also Zach. She was looking out for him, and like now she's worried. For one, it's like this kid has Down syndrome. He's out there on his own. This just does not seem right. And now we have a movie, and what a movie it is. Like I can't talk about how. I think this movie is really good. There are certain parts where I'm just kind of like, okay, they kind of went over the top with that. But for the most part, I think you just kind of enjoy the journey and like this bonding that these two have. Because Shia LaBeouf had his character, Tyler. It has more of a down to earth and just very like a very real personality. The guy says what he thinks, and like he's a very free spirit, and like, but he's been through some things, and you can tell that you don't get a full understanding as to exactly what happened, you know what I'm saying, with him, but like it kind of like you kind of can like put two and two together, and then you start to quite understand. And like Zach is just a kid. I mean, when he's 22, but like he's a person who's been told like, hey, you can't do this, and like you're a retard, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And so he's on this journey with a guy who's very reluctant and honest about things. But just because he's honest, that doesn't mean he's like mean. Like I think people confuse the two. It's like, hey, somebody would tell you something like, hey, I'm just being honest, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you can be honest without being mean. And I think that's what Shia LaBeouf character really is, and like the whole journey, and like the chemistry between everyone, I think is really great. But to me, like the point is, in a story where somebody's has the mentality of like, why you tell that person you can't? Why do you let that person tell you can't do this? Forget them. Like that's just they trying to put themselves out on you. Like they don't believe they could. That's the reason they stopped doing the thing they dreamed of, because they believe they can do it. You know, you don't let them influence you. Just go for it. And that's kind of like the feeling you kind of get from this film. It's like a feel good film. But there are moments of high tension where you just kind of like nervous, but you always root for the characters. And there's one question that was asked, and I think it kind of could have been more subtle, but at the same time, I think I like the way they asked it. It was like Zach was asking Shia LaBeouf's character, Tyler, like, "Are you a good guy?" And he said, "I don't know," because certain things you see. Be like, hey, this guy's not a good guy at all. And then there's other times you're like, oh, man, that was kind of him. It's just like, no, it's not black and white. It's shades of gray, and like you see it throughout the film. I just enjoyed it. Dakota Johnson was a well-added person, because she the way she affected the movie was very unique. She wasn't just this one note person, just like, hey, this has. She was open to a lot of different things, and like I just dug her character. I thought, like I said, I think everybody did a great job. Shia LaBeouf he gets a lot of flack for like his stuff he does outside of like the his films, but like when he's in the film, like he does good work. You know, I think Zach Gottsagen, he did a tremendous job. It's just like a touching and really inspiring film. So I would have to give the Peanut Butter Falcon probably a B plus. B plus. I definitely recommend people see it. If you just like, I don't want to say coming of age, feel like, I guess it's just like, I think it's like a people pleaser, you know. I think this is one of those films you kind of see, you have those moments, but at the end when you get through watching it, like you take so many different things from it, and it'll make you feel better once you leave it. So, yeah, I definitely would recommend this to anyone. You guys, if you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch up with y'all later. Peace.